The sun beat down mercilessly on the dusty training grounds as young men and women in crisp uniforms spent time on physical drills at the orientation camp. It was the start of their national service here, a time to serve their country and forge new paths. Among them was Kosi, a charismatic 28-year-old with a dazzling smile, and Amma, a spirited 24-year-old with dreams of starting her own business. They met during one of the group assignments. Their shared laughter and effortless conversations sparking a bond that grew stronger with each passing day. By the end of their first month, Amma and Kosi were inseparable. They spent long evenings under the stars, sharing dreams and weaving plans for the future. Amma spoke passionately about her late grandmother, a woman she had admired deeply, and how she had recently inherited a modest sum of money. I want to honor her by starting something meaningful, Amma had confided. Kosi listened intently, his eyes glinting with an idea. Amma, why don't we start a business together? A fish farm. It's a thriving industry, and with your funds and my management skills, we'll make a great team. Amma hesitated. Her grandmother's money was all she had, and she had been cautious about investing it. But Kosi's confidence and persuasive charm eventually wore her down. She handed over her entire inheritance, trusting in his promise of a shared future. They went to the bank together to make the transfer and spent the following week checking out neighboring fish farms to understudy how they operate. Everything seems great and promising. They hope to start theirs after leaving camp. Weeks turned into months, but as their national service year came to an end, Kosi's behavior changed. He became distant and evasive. One morning, Amma woke to find his room empty, his phone unreachable. He had vanished, taking her dreams and her money with him. Amma's world crumbled. She was confused. The other campers tried to help. They searched. They got the police involved, but Kosi had left no traces. Amma was in shock for days. She returned home, heartbroken and betrayed. She could not bring herself to let her family know what had happened to her inheritance. She had let her guard down and fell for a scam. Amma vowed never to trust so easily anymore. Despite her pain, she refused to let the experience define her. Starting from scratch, she took on odd jobs to make ends meet. She worked at a barbing salon during the day, and on weekends, she waited tables at a local restaurant at night, enduring long hours and meager pay. It was there, during one of her shifts, that she met Captain Joe Maillard, a pilot who frequented the restaurant whenever he was in town. Joe was kind, patient, and attentive. Over time, their casual conversations turned into a friendship, and Amma shared her story with him. She's trying to be very careful. Moved by her resilience, Joe offered to help her. He connected her with a job opportunity at the airline where he worked, starting her on a new career path. Through hard work and determination, Amma rose to the position of airline ticketing and boarding manager. Her life took a brighter turn, and she and Joe began planning their future together with marriage on the horizon. Amma had learned to trust again. Life had a way of testing her resolve. On an ordinary Tuesday morning, Amma stood behind the check-in counter, her professional demeanor masking the battles she had fought in the past. A wave of passengers approached her counter, and among them was a face she had tried to forget, Kosi. She wasn't really sure. He looked older but still carried that same confident air. He handed over his passport when he got closer, oblivious to who stood before him. But Amma recognized him instantly when he was very close to her face. Her heart raced, a mix of anger, pain, and disbelief surging through her veins. She composed herself and checked his details. Mr. Kosi, Dada, traveling to Tokyo, Japan, she said, her voice steady. He froze. His eyes darted up to meet hers, and in that moment he knew. Ama, he stammered, his expression shifting from shock to guilt. Yes, Kosi, it's me. It's been a while, she replied coolly. Kosi attempted a smile, but he faltered under her piercing gaze. Ama, I can explain. You don't need to, she interrupted him, her tone firm. You made your choices and I made mine. Let's keep this professional. But Amma had no intention of letting him walk away so easily. She discreetly alerted airport security, providing evidence of his past crime. Within moments, officers arrived and arrested Kosi for fraud. He protested, but Amma remained composed. As he was led away, a woman who had come to see Kosi off approached, her face pale with shock. She had overheard everything and confronted Amma. Is it true? The woman asked, her voice trembling. Yes, Amma said. He took everything from me and disappeared. Be careful. He may have planned to do the same to you. The woman's eyes widened in realization. She turned and walked away, shaken and disillusioned. Amma stood tall, her heart finally unburdened. Her colleagues noticed her unusual silence. One leaned over and asked, Amma, are you okay? Amma smiled faintly. I'm fine. Sometimes closure finds you when you least expect it. She had faced the man who had broken her, ensured justice was served, and protected another potential victim. Amma had reclaimed her power, and with it, a renewed determination to live life on her terms alongside Joe, the man who had helped her rebuild her life.